Softies in it. Go ahead.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. So we're going to start off with a story, okay? So last night I was pissed off that the dishes weren't completely done and the stovetop wasn't done, so I ate a bowl of cereal. Turns out my stomach is not good and prone to certain grains, apparently having irritable bowel syndrome. So I spent half the night hunched over in pain, throwing up, and basically sitting on the toilet with the runs. So now I took some anti-diarrhea medicine, which is something that I want to tell you all to prep, because that stuff, prep the cheaper over-the-counter stuff, because when it runs out, you are screwed. Anyways, I got some work to do today, so let's just get this over with. And then when I'm done with my work, I will see if I have to schedule another time for tomorrow. Currently, the weather is saying it is a whopping 105, which it isn't. It's 79, you know. So we're going to be talking to you guys while having coffee and so forth. I want to get some stuff done today because I want to get this done. And then when I'm done, I can start working on other stuff. You know, a lot of people say, oh, but Rita. So basically, I told you I'd be here today to work on my projects, which I'm doing now. And then when I'm done, I will be doing, other things. So each sheet I get done is a win for me. So, anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. You know, besides being miserable here, I've been kind of sick. I told Higgins this. No holding me hostage is what I told Higgins today. You know, Chloe saw me completely drained last night. I mean, I've never seen. You see, Chloe's usually a complete asshole that basically only doesn't give two shits. But last night she looked at me and she said, 8 hours, you look drained. So I got through like 4 days of season spring, and she saw me put movies in. You know, I found a couple good movies that were really good. They had 1 stars, but to me on Tubi they were great. You know, and tonight we're supposed to watch Titanic. So I don't want to watch Titanic. I'd watch that other one again. That other one's really good, you know.
Which one?
Joshua, that was really good. So Joshua was really good. Now, I know Zoe emailed me probably when I was waking up. You know, she's like feeling good. She sent me some pictures. Beautiful Zoe. She's going to be hanging out with friends today, so that's why she ain't going to be around. But I thought we would talk about what's going on anyways. So, you know. So, anyways, you guys understand what I'm doing, right? So, you guys are awesome, by the way, tuning in today. So, we're going to go over some news off and on. The reason I'm trying to keep this short today is because, for one, Chloe knows I'm lagging a bit. 2 is it's just freaking miserable as hell. You know, miserable as miserable can be. I mean, I've never felt so miserable lately. Actually, you know, let me tell you a story, okay? This might help you with your guys' prepping and stuff, too, and to get through a heat wave, all right? So, this morning, Chloe came to me, and I got out of bed, and she said, what happened to your jammies? Because there was a string hanging. I said, I finally came off. It's fine. Then she says, what's that smell? I said, it's me, you know, and I always joke with her, and she's like, don't joke like that. Thing is, being born both, okay? When you have your plumbing fixed in this miserable heat, it smells worse than anything in the world. And all these trannies say, oh, I can't wait to get mine. It's going to smell so sweet. Really? Even my cousin Dinky says it's not a sweet smelling, savory smell. It's basically worse than the local sewer and garbage dumps.
It's like it's still a crotch.
And then, well, yeah, and then on top of that, including the crotch smell, right? You basically smell sweaty. I mean, you know, humid people sweat more. Chloe's basically saying to me today, you know, that it's miserable.
I mean, if you expect a vagina to smell pleasant, more pleasant than a dick, then so what? I mean, a vagina is pretty much it's an undeveloped dick. A dick is pretty much a more masculinized vagina. That's what it started out as.
The bottom line is, people, out of love for you all, it basically wasn't good. So my hair is wet and drying. The other thing is there's only a couple items that we're running out of on the island, and one is being what is it called? Shampoo, conditioner, and shaving cream seems to be fine. It's the razor blade. So Higgins and I were talking the other day about razor blades, and I told Chloe that she should look into a razor blade. Here's how I see Chloe doing this. Okay, Chloe will sit there and say, "Oh well, the thing is here's how I see it." Okay, if we're gonna have problems, right? Higgins is like, go with a fusion, right? Well, let's just talk about the fusion for a minute. So, Chloe, is there any 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or even 7 blades at the pharmacy?
There's 5 bladed. That's the best I've seen.
Then why didn't you tell me this?
It's Gillette brand.
And I bet you the reason for it is it's like $20 for 3.
Yeah.
There you go. You see?
The reason why I picked up the Venus is cheaper than men's stuff. Women's razors are cheaper.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not down in the dumps, Tony. I just basically ate some cereal that inflamed my IBS, my irritable bowel syndrome. So to me, it was not good. That's why I take these generic tablets that help. It's like here, it's like anti-diarrhea for like $1 or something, $1.29 American. It's like one of the cheap meds, and I bought some of those just to make sure I had them on hand so I could literally not sit on the damn crapper all night, basically, using the toilet because, frankly, I have things to do. Plus the fact that last night, besides my snacking on goldfish crackers, which people know I eat, I enjoy, besides my goldfish crackers, I ate some celery. And let me tell you, I think what happened was my celery I ate was some celery leaves, which, if you noticed, my little bun right there, he's ate his fill of celery leaves. You guys can see he's a pointy ears. That's Rabbit. It's a Dutch dwarf. And so he eats the celery leaf. With me, I ate celery leaf by mistake. And let me tell you, it tasted pretty damn good, but it started giving me my stomach problem. It also could be that I had a Mountain Dew and some cheese crackers. And earlier I had my Lunchables with the ham and cheese and the turkey cheese. And then later, like 4, 5, 6 hours later, because I couldn't figure out what was for dinner. By the way, I'm very picky when it comes to eating. I had a bowl of cereal, and I think the cereal also screwed up my stomach. So I wanted to share that with you all because, you need to prepare for whatever, So that is something I wanted to share with you all because, I wanted to share that with you all, and it is what it is, I don't get this one though. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess it is on the list. So basically that's something I wanted to share with you all, because you guys mean the world to me, and that made me, and then today's reviews was quite interesting because I was reading the news today and the news came out talking about Donald Trump speaking, saying we need, basically from what I gather, don't quote me on this, I don't want anyone lambasting me, but it sounds like he wants to be a dictator. And that, saying we need to kill drug dealers. So if you're killing drug dealers and drug users, what's there going to be left in the country? You clean them up, they're fine. What's next? You want to kill all boozers, and then you want to have police frisk everyone? I mean, I don't support stop and frisks. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not offended at all. I'm thankful that you were kind. I mean, literally, I'm really thankful. My main thing is, like I said, is I've been down in the dump. Due to the fact that I've been kind of sick too from a point. And it's been really hard. And so you know. I just don't want any more bowel trouble, I mean, literally, being in this much pain basically tells you, there's a problem. And I was in a lot of problems. I also ran a coronavirus home testing kit this morning. Turns out I ran two actually, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Turns out I am negative. So that tells you it's not the latest variant because, usually that's the signs and symptoms. So I will run it again. I don't know if the post office will send me any more. I can always look. But currently they're saying I have enough to get by. Apparently, like 48 of them, that's all they want to give me. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you're a freeloader for wanting the government to give you more. I'm not a freeloader. I just want to basically stay safe, and then, you got all these people, and they're just like, well, what do we do? And it's like, well, what do you want to do? And so anyways, I got up this morning, like I said. It could be the soup that I had the other night was causing my stomach problems too. It was a cream-based soup. I was sampling for prepping reasons, and so I was looking at that for testing purposes, anyways, and to me, it's not bad, but it ain't something I buy again. It's just gonna go into the prepping thing, you know. So anywho, so I'm setting up, as you all know, reviews. I wanted to tell you, and one way you can basically always save money on YouTube is if you're looking for certain products you need to buy for prepping, like a generator, always check the reviews, and you can check them on YouTube. That's one thing I found to be one of the most important things in the world, And then what you do afterwards is you just make a list of all the generators, for example, you want to review and do it. Same goes with TVs and anything else. Now, as you all know, like I said, the Google, uh, apparently Microsoft supposedly has contracted or owns AccuWeather. So by the AccuWeather station here on the island, it's 105. But if you ask for Big Sky, it's 79. So, and then if you ask the WTF weather, which some people wonder what the WTF weather is, I'll show you. The WTF weather is a weather app, right? A weather app. Let me show you. By the way, my father-in-law lambasted me last night saying CNN's not his news source. I only keep the CNN news thing, I don't see any free news coming from his shithole thing. I went to look at Play Store the other day, couldn't find his news channel. I mean, literally, let me see. Is there an app for this? Yeah. So he's trying to tell me to, yeah, so, whatever it is, it's like, oh, you got to go here. But thing is, he's got live TV, so he gets to actually watch it, But anyways, the What the F weather app is funny because, WTF forecast, right? So you load it up. It's from Nightcat. Let me show you. It says, if you're pregnant, please check out the app. Pregnant as fuck. You're super fucking lucky the sun is so far away. I'm pretty sure it doesn't like you. Mostly sunny, 77. See? So basically it's telling us, right? And then if you go to the 10-day, it says here, the tomorrow's 79. And let's see. It's only going to August 3rd, which is, so So by August, so it'll be sunny from Wednesday to sunny, and every day it's going to drop 4 degrees, except for Thursday and Friday, and then it'll drop 1 degree, and then on Sunday it'll drop 4 degrees, and by Tuesday it'll be 62 again, which I really love. Those cooler weather and rain. So the day before payday, it's going to be really, really cool, you know. Yeah, well, the problem is you know, the thing is I'm going to check something anyways. All right, so USPS, uh, hold on, I got it. All right, so let's just Google this just to see for Tony's sake. All right, so you go here. All right, so it says order free home testing kits. Okay, third round. All right, so okay, there we go. Same as above. And then you go ship out. Let's see what happens. Place my order. It'll tell me the address reaches current see right there. So they're not going to give me any more. So, so, you know, so they're telling me to go to the pharmacy. So, you know, but I'm not going to the pharmacy because this pharmacy here doesn't carry them. That's the thing. The pharmacist, I think, is a Republican that doesn't believe in the crap. So he, you know, and then we get, I mean, you know, so I'm trying to basically do as much as possible as I can, but at the same time, hope like hell um, my stomach can handle um, things. You know, I'm hopefully I can eat my dinner tonight. I'll be feeling pretty damn good, depending on it. You know. By the way, has anyone seen the reviews online or the news articles? Every year they have this hot dog eating contest here in America, right? Anyways, they turn around and they say every hot dog trims off 5 minutes of your life. And it's like every hamburger is like 15 minutes. I mean, literally, what the fuck? Do you want us all to go be a rabbit? No offense, Boon Boon. I mean, literally. I mean, tonight I might do corn dogs or Salisbury steak. Frozen, of course. We don't have fresh Salisbury steak, but you know what? I can't complain either. You know. You know. That's the thing I thought with, you know. So, anyways, like I said, I'm here to get this done because I just want to get it done. And then when I'm done, then you know, I can always schedule for Thursday if I need to. There we go. So, all right. You know, but yeah, so so you know how it is. So basically, you know, that was just, you know, really bad on that part. But then, you know, people say, oh, well, you know, I can't get this and I can't get that. What do we do? Well, you do what you do. I mean, literally. I mean, you know, you got to prep the way you want to prep. Now, a lot of people sit there and let me just tell you something. My apartment complex believes because we're out here, this is a good profitable money maker due to the fact you don't need a fucking air conditioner. Fortunately, you do need an air conditioner. I mean, look at it. It's saying it's 105 when it's like 79, and yet we're freaking at 40% humidity. I mean, we're literally humid. Look, they say everything takes away your life. I mean, literally, playing a video game for 8 hours takes away 8 hours of your life, supposedly. I mean, literally, what the hell are we supposed to do? Get up in the morning, be farmers, farm our ass off, go to bed at when the crack of dawn, and be get up the next morning and do it again? I mean, is that all we're good for? I mean, to me, we're not there. We're not good for those. We're good for other things. But yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Hopefully, we can get some more milk soon. We're trying to conserve so we can get more milk. Hopefully, I don't have another tummy bowel movement, because if I do, I got to take another one of those pills. Yeah, well, the point is, I try to be funny too in these videos, but so like I said earlier, for anyone paying attention, Donald Trump thinks we should execute anyone who doesn't, the criminals and everyone, didn't say anything about rapists, but he said drug users and drug dealers need to be plugged, executed. China does it, and then criminals need to be plugged. Oh, and then just to be funny in this conversation, we need to have the government pay for big, beautiful tents and psychiatrists and psychologists and doctors that go out to tent cities to take care of our homeless. Big, beautiful tents. The Americans built so many fucking houses that aren't sold right now that they could be infested with rats in a few years. The only thing that the rats are getting is a free roof over their head, gnawing everything in sight, because these people sit there and say, I'm a house builder, and then they build 500 houses or 1,000,000 houses, and no one can afford them. Every homeless person in America can get a free house out of it. Not that I support free housing, but still. Why is materials going through the roof? Well, let's see. People sit there and say, oh, well, it's the president. He controls things. The president doesn't control the pricing. It'd be like telling Tony, mate, from England, the prime minister controls the pricing. Bullshit. We both know that's a bunch of malarkey. I know it and he knows it. I mean, literally, well, what's the president do? I still got to get that money order out, too. I've been meaning to do. I love money orders, by the way. That's one of the things I truly enjoy about being an American, is I can buy a money order and I can send it off to anyone, for services. Yeah. There you go. I mean, literally, that's the way it is, but still, my stomach, like I said, has been acting up like wonkiness. Again, it's always acting up, during certain times, and some people say, oh, well, could it be, being born both? Could it be your period? Not likely, unless your period's not coming on with the runs. Or as the Shack calls it in the book, the Trotskys. I mean, literally, I got the Trotskys, It's like, when will we freaking get things done, that's what it is. I mean, the Trotskys is where you run. You run straight to the toilet. You run to the toilet. You run to the toilet, and you basically run to the toilet, and what do you run? You run into the toilet. And then you sit on there, and then you hear all that gas coming out. Last night was really gassy, and then finally, so I think it's either, when you basically have the Trotskys, right? You got to sit around, and you got to ask yourself, literally the question, which is, right? And you guys can understand that is, you got to eliminate what you ate. So I ate chips and crackers, some cheese, goldfish. I ate some celery with some celery leaves. I have a feeling the celery leaves, had some problems, I mean, literally, I think, Now, I would like to tell you a couple things that really opened my heart out, okay? And that is my husband and I, right? My husband sits there, right? And my husband turned around, and let me just tell you this, all right? So one day I went to the store, and I'm a gamer. And my husband He's always talking about spreadsheets and gaming and gaming and gaming, and we play games all the time. He had his games, I had mine. And one day I said to my husband, "Hubby," he said, "Yeah." I said, "I want to get these magazines." Well, I got them until they stopped going. They stopped printing them. They went digital. I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna freaking do this because, frankly, I'm not. I'm not gonna pay for digital. People sit there and say, "Well, Rita, you're tightwad." No, I'm not. I mean, literally. I turned around to the other day, right? I'm not going to show you my address because, you guys don't need to know my address. Zoe's got it because, my birthday's coming up and I'm here to help you guys out. And even our English cousins, I'm willing to help. So let me just show you this, okay? With my hand showing. See, this is what I get now. I get this. Fly Fisher magazine, right? Look how thin it is. I mean, literally, they used to be thicker as hell. Now these are like small things. This isn't bad, right? And then on the back, they're trying to sell you at $900. Is that the $900 line? Yeah, pretty much. Trying to sell the $500 to $900 rods. Yeah, so I read these, but you know what? I used to read game magazines, but they discontinued my game magazine. So, So, anyways, they discontinued that. So, like I said, I'm trying to get this page done. It's pretty long. So once I get this page done, I'll see where I stand and how many people. Zoe's not going to be here today because I was too late today. Zoe went to hang out with friends, which is fine. Zoe doesn't need to hear the news anyways because it's just basically depress her anyways. I mean, honestly, I love Zoe as a friend, and Zoe, there's nothing new. I mean, it's like Higgins was saying, right? I told Higgins I was live, and old Higgins, he's like, I made a joke about um, um, him being a cheap ass, because I love Higgins dearly as a brother, and I was like, I'm Higgins' little sister, and I was like, you're a cheap ass, on an issue, and the thing is, you wouldn't see Pee Wee doing it either. Pee Wee's one of those sticklers for semi rules, but Higgins is one of those that it breaks the mold. Brother Higgins breaks the mold, for everything, So, and what's really funny, right? And I'm going to talk about this because, I don't do this, but, it's whatever floats your boat, okay? So I really don't care, all right? So Brother Higgins, I love Higgins dearly. He turns around, right? And yes, if you're still with me, Tony, he is one cheap ass. Trust me. And today he messages, "So I found that movie you're looking for on this place." Well, I don't know that website. I don't trust it. I ain't clicking a link I don't trust, right? That's how I am. And then he turns around and tells me about a movie that's bootlegged. That was bootlegged in the theater. We won't go into details of the name, but apparently the lady was adjusting her seat when he was watching it watching it online. So to me, I'm thinking, so you support bootleg movies when I support going to the theater. Maybe what's next? He's gonna go look for Thor: Love and Thunder because I want to see that movie. And yet, him, he's just like, oh, well. So I made a joke and I said, "You're a cheapskate. You are a tightwad's what I said, Literally, I was like, "You're Mr. Cheap Ass," He knows I'm joking with him, but at the same time, I mean, literally, I would have waited for the movie to come out on streaming service, because it ain't out yet. And the movie, there's a lot of movies out there. People say, "Oh, well, we want to watch it. We want to see this. We want to see that." And it's like, yeah, so do I. But I've seen it 3 times already, but at the same time, do you think I'm going to go bootleg it? Nah. Only Brother Higgins would look into bootlegging something just because he's funny as hell, too. He's always got that humor, like, oh, bro, I didn't think it was that bad, really. See, let me tell you a story, okay? So once I got a letter from my internet company out here, right? And I looked at Chloe once. This is a long time ago, right? This is like 4 years ago. I said, "Chloe, what?" Got 2 letters, one from the internet company, one from the FBI, saying cease and desist on my internet for you downloading Fast and Furious and Disney movies. She didn't think she'd get caught using a torrent. Well, I'm like, look, you don't do that, if you want the movie, pay for it. So I went ahead and to be generous, got another letter, basically government saying thank you for purchasing it. And I was like, I was like, it wasn't me that did it. I have someone else in my house. Well, the government, they basically turn around, and they're just like, well, because the government wants to know, they don't want you basically, looking at stealing or bamboozling the companies, and because it's money to them. Yet the problem is if you're going to basically turn around and run a service, right? And you're going to run a service, you got to basically sit there and say, are you willing to pay X amount of dollars for streaming service? I mean, look what happened to me the other day. I was telling, I was talking to brother Higgins the other day. I love Higgins like a sister, and nothing more. And I said to Higgs, they did it again, and he was there. They basically literally took money out of my account, drained my account for something I canceled. So I'm still fighting that with the bank, whoops. There. So, so I said to him, well, what do we do, and he's like, so, the funny thing is he said, great fucking son of a bitch. This thing is fucking up right now. Damn fucking son of a bitch. It's like you fucking click on a box, right? This is my swearing at the computer. You're trying to do something and you can't, right? All right, so you go up to here, right? All right, that's fixed. Then you go up to here. So apparently you got, what the fuck is wrong? There. And get rid of this. There you go. I don't want it on my watch later. Okay. So basically what happened is, there's just a lot of problems, and so people sit there and say, well, what do you support? What, and et cetera. And so, the thing is, if you got streaming services, you should just use them. I mean, while you're sitting here, right? Some people say, oh, well, and Higgins was right. Okay. Higgins turned around, and he said to me the other day, right? He said, oh, well, you do know, Rita, the government's one of three Americans want to basically overthrow their government. Well, yeah, well, that's what it said today. See, I went through my own news, which was slow, but at the same time, the question is, if they overthrew the government, would we be under dictatorship? You see, no one fucking knows what's going to happen. They think they're just going to be happy as hell, but the military's got so many fucking guns, they just fucking mow them down. I mean, literally. They want to blame the Republicans for everything. The problem isn't the Republicans. The problem is they're both the problem. I mean, look, let me put it this way, okay? Now, I'm going to say this in a minister type thing, all right? I sent Higgins some movies to watch, by the way, so hopefully he's watching them and he ain't holding me hostage today because, like I said, I want to get this done as fast as possible because if I can't finish it, then I have to finish it tomorrow again, which means filling in the timestamps for tomorrow, So basically, governments, all these people say, oh, well, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We're going to do this. And it's like, why would we be doing this, Why would we basically be doing this? I mean, the bottom line is, why? I mean, literally, what are they afraid of, huh? Tell you what they're trying to do, okay? The people that don't understand how the government works with military, they want what they want, okay? They're like, oh, we're going to overthrow the government. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Let me put it to this point. My cousin Dinky doesn't follow my channel, so frankly, what I'm about to say, if she hears this, it might be food for thought for her. But anyways, basically what it is this. My cousin turns around and she let's just say my family over there works to overthrow the government, hypothetically, right? Now, anyone who's disabled the family, they got to take care of. What do they think? They probably just plug my Uncle Jeff and me and get it over with just because they don't want to take care of it, you know? So basically, thing is everyone has problems. I got health problems coming out my ears, so telling me, you know, what's more worse, you know? I just had a bath, right? And I'm telling you, I'm fucking starting to sweat right now with the fucking window open. I mean, I asked someone the other day, why the fuck is this too hot, you know? And it is fucking sweltering today. I mean, I've never felt, I woke up this morning, after about sitting on the shitter half the night. I got a few hours sleep, but then the sun hit my window and just baked me like crazy, and I was like, ooh, yeah, some barbecued Rita this morning, By the way, in summertime, I only use one blanket. I use a wool blankie. Yeah, well, I don't support bootlegs. That's the thing. I don't support anything that's bootleg or pirated. For example, I love listening to music. So when I listen to music, Tony, I listen to music on YouTube or Amazon or whatever thing is. Did I ever tell you guys the story of what happened to my Amazon or my Google Home Nest? It got. Well, let me see if I can find that. Let me see. Here we go. What the fucking community? See, I posted something on the community, but it doesn't show my post. Can I actually look at my post? Oh, great. So apparently I posted something and now it won't even tell me where it is. But anyways, the reason browse posts. Join the conversation. Fine. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Go back. I think I found what I'm looking for. Speakers and this displays. Okay, is this what we're looking for? Okay. Community member. Let's see. 500 pages. Let's see. Let's see where mine is. Did anyone post it? No, no one posted. Let me see here. I'm just looking. Let me see. So apparently I can't find what I'm looking for. I posted a question to see if these fucking idiots would help me. So far I haven't found anything. Didn't even show any news coming up, and that's actual real news because what I'm looking for is very important. You see, they updated my firmware in my Google Home Hub. And my Google Home Hub, which I love dearly. Oh, right here. Did anyone even post it? Let me reply. Yeah, here it is. Bricked. There. So basically, I posted my second post, basically saying, "Look here, my uh, my you know, my post. They got it buried in the bottom. Basically, they're not going to allow me to reply. But my Google Home Hub, right, turned around the other day and bricked. They updated the firmware and it turned into a brick, right? And then Google emailed me and said, well, uh, just go buy a new Google Home Nest, so to me, I'm like, you bricked my fucking Google Home Nest, and then you expect me to fucking sit there and say, okay, I'm going to give you $100 with a screen, by the way, because that's what I have. And yet, 2 years, my Amazon Alexa hasn't bricked yet. And the thing is, Higgins wants to support, by the way, the movies that he wants to support. That's fine and dandy. My thing is I don't support bootlegs. I mean, literally. I mean, that's the. See, I earned my badge. It's like you earned your first badge for replying. Well, look, I was replying to get some help. Fortunately, Google doesn't want me to basically fix it. They want me to fucking go buy a new one. And I'm a tightwad that I'm just going to use the current device I have. I mean, literally. I mean, reason I got the Amazon Alexa to begin with is to keep an eye on my orders when I didn't want to basically be online, But lately I've been online so much, it doesn't matter. But my main thing is, like I said, it's freaking hotter than hell here, today. A lot of people say, oh, what are we going to do about it? I, for one, just think, well, we'll figure it out, but still. So basically, like I said, these people are freaking sitting there wanting to fucking overthrow the government. And I'm like, look, what for? I mean, literally, people that overthrow the government usually get a dictator anyways, or a 200 some year experiment. So why would they want to turn around and basically give up our thing because they're pissed off? And I'll tell you why. The thing is they sit there and they want to blame, oh, the Democrats did this. You know what? It's not the fucking Democrats' fault. Country's divided because you panty waste son of bitches out there in this country. You want to blame Biden. Does Biden control the gas prices? No. Does Biden control your grocery prices? No. Does Biden control you guys going to work? Well, possibly. Damn it. I mean, literally, the point is, what are we doing? You guys sit there and say, oh, well, we got to blame Biden. Biden is not the problem with this, right? Every president has their blames, gets the blame. Look at the freaking presidents past. They get the blame. You know why they're getting the blame? I'll tell you why the Republicans are blaming Democrats. Because the Republicans want to destroy the Democrats. They have all the power. And the Democrats want to blame everyone for power. So we got these people saying, you're nerd to prep, there's going to be an overthrow of the government, blah, blah, blah. I mean, literally, this morning, Pee Wee emailed me, and I had to watch her videos this morning while sitting on the toilet, and it made me laugh, Look, the point I'm trying to make to you all is this, if everything goes the way God has it, it's going to be a blue wave. There's no damn way you're going to turn around and basically allow God's will to be destroyed. I mean, literally. I mean, you guys sit there and say, oh, well, we have to We have to prepare for the worst, and we got to do what we do. I mean, literally, the thing is, look, I want to say, let me put it this way. Do you want to have the government turn around and take away everyone's benefits for you to feel better? At the same time, you're going to be taking care of Grandma Jones that lives with you because, instead you'll just plug Grandma Jones in the back of the head and be done with it because you think Grandma Jones is freeloading because Grandma Jones paid all her fucking taxes and Social Security for 70 years, retired, and now you got to take care of it because you want to overthrow the government. I mean, literally, let me tell you how I see it playing out, okay? If there is a overthrow of the government, it goes like this. If there's an overthrow of the government, it ain't going to be in 2022 or 2024. I feel it's going to be later, and that is something that is big. Big is big to me. And you guys can sit there and say, well, I don't understand. Well, let me put it to you this way. They say Social Security will run out in 2027, supposedly, right? 2027 here, right? Well, let me just tell you a little joke about things going down the pipe, right? There was a report that I read recently, and it coincides with something else, right? Well, before you guys sit there and say I'm insane, which many people do, I want to share with you the most funniest thing I read recently. It goes like this. The American people know that without Social Security being fixed, Social Security retirement, Social Security survivors, Social Security disability runs out, right? Well, think of it this way. If it runs out 2027, that coincides with the last prophecy of the popes. Now, I seen the movie last night. The book's coming. Basically, the prophecy is that the last pope is going to be the current pope, Pope Francis. They say once he's done, because the last prophecy was like 1200 or something, right? Went all the way up, right? Well, if Jesus was born a few years before 0 AD, that would make it everything falling apart around 2027, which means Social Security runs out, which means unless they fix and play kick the can, we got 5 years. Meanwhile, if the government wants to overthrow themselves in 2027, well, they can do that. But by then, we might have a nuclear war, Rome might fall, whatever happens. I mean, we don't know. Everyone wants to overthrow the government for whatever reason. To me, it doesn't apply to me because, frankly, I think violence is not the answer. Violence is never the answer, but at the same time, they're like, well, we got to blame the Democrats. Well, look, they're basically playing the blame game, okay? So if you want to be in the Republican Party, fine. If you want to be on the Republican Christian Party, fine. If you want to say everyone's going to hell except your white Christians, then read your Bible because Jesus said, thou shalt not judge or ye be judged yourself, which means God's going to sit there with Jesus. He's going to judge you and say, well, you're a discriminated piece of shit, bigot, hell. I mean, literally, read your damn Bible. As a minister of God, I can tell you, literally, we don't have anyone that cares for other people anymore. It's all about themselves. They're fucking guns. Killing others that don't have guns so they can fucking feed their face because they didn't prep. They decided prepping to them as 500,000 rounds of ammo and very little of anything else. They think the gun will be mighty to take everyone's food because they're the fucking new warlords or drug lords or cartel or whatever. I mean, think of it. We're in a world where no one cares for others. I mean, literally, I prep every month, and yet you don't see me standing here saying you need to prep, We have 4 dotted around houses. I have this one. This is my Alexa right here, see? And right now the weather app is completely wrong. It ain't 104, see? It's saying it's 104, but if you use Big Sky and calibrate it properly, it says it's something else, Now, what do we got here? See, that's the thing, Mr. Joe. You're completely right. I mean, look, all these people's like Higgins, my moderator, 1 in 3 are going to run up and arm themselves to overthrow the government. Last night I had a talk with my father-in-law, and he says, all we got to do, and Joe, this is what my father-in-law said, anyone who wants to try to overthrow us that are civilians, they'll fucking drop tactical nuke in the story. You think the government won't, just to make an example? No, because that's what they'll do. And by the way, the government is not going to go and help anyone. I mean, literally, the government is already basically breaking away, literally. I mean, my family sits there and says, "Oh well, the government, we need this and we need that," and it's like, the thing is we don't need. Oh wait, yeah, there we go. We don't need. They think that everyone's getting a free ride. The thing is you want to know what the problem is with this whole free ride crap? I'll tell you what it is. You might not like this answer, but it goes like this, Joe. Both parties fucking voted for this stuff. If they didn't fucking vote for it, then who's the fucking problem, You could sit there and say, oh, well, look, everyone freaking voted for these people. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many people, Mr. Joe emails me from time to time. I used to do stimulus checks reviews. People would email, when's my check coming? I need a new phone. When does this check coming? I need a new TV. And it's like and I even said it, the more people buy the crap that they don't need, the more the inflation's going up, and it did. It went up, and then now I get emails like, oh, when are we gonna get our people email me in various states saying blue states, when will they get their freaking extended food stamps? Because they say that ran out in July. Well, if it ran out in July, don't worry about it. If they re-up it, then don't worry about it. You see me worrying about it? No. I got all these fucking idiots fucking asking where the next payment's going to be because they don't want to work. I mean, literally, I just was talking to Mr. Tony jokingly about the home testing kits. Currently, you're only allowed like 48 per year for your free. I've probably used 8 of them already out of 48 because I've been kind of ill, and being ill, is a different story. Like, look, I agree completely with what you're saying. I mean, literally, the fucking government. I don't call it the two parties. I call it the lazy parties. I mean, you got one party fighting for control, another party fighting control, and then they blame each other. Oh, well, it's the Democrats are going to give some more freebies. And then you got all these Republicans sitting there saying, oh, well, by the way, they say these Christian right-wingers want the entire country to be under a religious dictator. I mean, this country was founded on principles. If you don't believe in God, don't ram it down people's throats. Me, I believe in God because, God's told me the outcome of 2022. I even told me the outcome of 2016, Mr. Joe. And let me tell you, most of my moderators believed in Trump. And when they freaking basically found out Trump lost wholeheartedly, then they said, oh, the government, the thing was stolen, and they, the thing is look, stolen or not stolen, the fucking point was God told me exactly what was going to happen. I played it by playbook. 6 months before fucking he chose Harris, I said Harris is going to be VP. Oh, no, he's going to choose Susan Rice. When Harris wasn't, they said, okay, you got one prophecy right. But when everything fucking fell into place, I said, look, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Now look, they're all worried, if we had Donald Trump back, this country would be great. There's a lot of people saying that it could be a dictatorship under Trump because he worships the dictators of the world. Iran, North Korea, Putin, China. I mean, literally today he said, well, we need to put the drug dealers and drug users to death and move everyone in tent cities outside the suburban cities of our major cities and put them outside in tents and in big, beautiful tents that the government can make for them. Big, beautiful tents. I mean, literally, America's got house builders. They build more fucking houses. That's why the fucking materials are so expensive. You go down to certain states, you'll find fucking 10,000 houses completed and no one's moving into them. And then they say, oh, well, inflation's really high because, of building materials. Let's put it this way, Mr. Joe. I love my country. But I think this country wastes more fucking materials than any other country in the world. Let me put it this way. I saw the most funniest joke today, right? But it's true. King of Saudi wants to build the biggest skyscraper in the world. 75 feet, 75 miles tall. That's nearly to space. And yet, dangerous. You see? I mean, literally, the thing topples, we're all screwed. 75 miles of metal. I mean, come on, it's impossible. I mean, literally, we don't have the technology, and yet, Mr. Joe, the only thing I can say is that killing drug dealers and killing pimps and killing hookers and whores and everything else doesn't make this country right for murder. It sounds like a license to kill. I mean, look, I was talking to my roommate last night, right after watching the prophecies of the popes, right, and they explained the 2027. I went with her and I pulled out my Bible to read her some of the stuff from what she said, what can I do to be saved? So I tell her. And then we read Timothy 3:1 through 3:7. Remember, I'm ordained, so if you didn't know that, so I know scriptures better than most. And I said, this is about the end of time. She read it herself and said, oh my God. And I said, here's Revelation. Revelation says there's someone on a horse, invisible horse on this planet. It's always invisible. Read the Left Behind books, great series. They're invisible. So Pee Wee was talking about this the other day. Well, 2 billion people is going to die in the next few years. Yeah, that's what the Bible says. 2 billion people in Revelation. But some people misconstrued Revelation. But thing is if we're going to be killing 2 billion people plus, then what's left of the people? I mean, killing freaking drug people and everything. I mean, what's next? He's going to run out or kill the GLBT as his next agenda. I mean, look, we're all humans. We shouldn't be fucking killed, okay? If you don't like me, oh well. Who gives a shit? Sometimes I don't like people either, but you don't see me sitting there going, off with your head. Yeah, that's where Tony, by the way, old King Louis lost everything from the neck up. I saw Titanic recently. Old King Louis lost everything from the neck up. Don't call it two parties. It's a uniparty, yeah. Yeah, exactly, but I don't believe in dictatorships. I believe in freedoms. That's the thing. My belief is freedoms. We don't need a dictator. China basically put everyone in lockdown, and now we're basically suffering. Because what happened? Under the Clinton administration, every person wanted lower taxes and sent everything to China. Now that we're under the grasp of China, we're screwed. Literally freaking screwed, plain and simple. We are screwed, and China's walking around laughing at us. So to me, I think, oh yeah, we don't need that one done. Yeah, I think we have that one already. So I forgot to turn my scanner on today too. By the way, you guys always love listening to my scanner when I do it. I haven't turned it on today at all. Last time I turned it off. I was actually kind of bummed about the scanner. Oh, well, who emailed me this thing? Hit Boggs up, Pee Wee. All right, let me just say this. All right, so anywho, moderator Pee Wee just emailed me. Okay, everyone who's follows my channel. Her husband's aunt died, and they got to take care of a lot of crap, so they won't be on for a while. Now the real challenge begins for her new life. Yeah. And I say new life due to the fact that, let's just say with a death comes problems with the federal government. So, oh, I know what it was. Pee Wee emailed me about that Gavin Newsom thing. I was like, what the hell? Do I really want to, I read it, but still, I was like, excuse me, I'm going to turn my scanner on. I want to see what the hell's going on. Can you imagine? So yeah, I want to get a new scanner for my birthday. A lot of people say, "Oh, that's pretty cool." It is when you got it tuned into the right frequencies. You can hear everything. Of course, it's been kind of not clicking and snapping lately, as I call it. See, Moppy's howling in the back room due to the fact that he's like Mimi. I love little doggy. He is kind of funny. He's just adorable. I have a Shih Tzu, by the way, and he's just so he means the world to me. So, anywho. All right, so how far do I got left on this list? I'm almost to the bottom of this page, so page 5 is almost done. Hopefully page 6 goes a lot faster. That should. Yep. So, that's why I'm here. I'm talking to you guys about it. But, the thing is it is what it is, I, for one, think, I think, you got all these people, and they're upset. They're literally upset. They want to blame the president. You can't blame the president. He doesn't control the pricing. Problem is these fucking preppers keep fucking buying everything up, raising the price. Higgins and I was talking about this the other day, let me put it this way. You sit around, right? And you buy stuff. And you stockpile stuff. And then you buy stuff. When this page is done, I'll go over the prepping pricing, And the thing is every day I check for the current stuff. And Amazon, right? Amazon is allowing scalpers to scalp us so they can let the scalpers make money. They don't care about anyone else. But when it comes to the others, right? The others, they say if you want something, pick it up. So, as y'all know, I turned around and contacted
Mary's uploaded. We're working on securing subject.
So apparently they're traveling over to the county jail to deliver a prisoner, if I listened correctly. So basically, we don't need a dictator, that's the thing. And if people think we need a dictator, then I think they need to go live in China or Russia because, frankly, we don't need a dictator for this country. This country is founded on democracy. And I will stand by my country and say we need a democracy, not a fucking dictator, because one dictator might be good, the next one in down the line might be just terrible and basically put us all in chains like Egypt. But how do we know what's going to happen in the future? We don't. That's the thing. We don't. People say, oh, well, it's not that bad, really. It's not that bad, then you don't mind me saying that you guys are all gravy and you can do your, you don't mind, I mean, literally, if you guys want to say that, then feel free to support um support going to like China or something because we need a democracy. I mean, literally, the thing is we have a dictator. That means they can be dictator for life. And frankly, we need a president, not a dictator. And that's why we have elections. I mean, look, Chloe said the other day, she came up with the funniest idea yet. Sometimes she comes up with interesting things. She said, why not we have elections for the Supreme Court? And I said, that's a great idea. Every, you know, but they
103, she'll let both at the station. I'm not sure on the accuracy of that.
I just love this. This it's one of my hobbies, and I didn't turn it on today, but till now, because Moppy's howling about the freaking sirens. That's what he does, hurts his ears. So I was like, what? Let's just basically turn around. Dogs' ears are a little sensitive. I think dogs' noses are sensitive too, but still. There we go. I just think it's cool, So I thought I'd share that with you all, because it's all fun, but still, this is my hobby, But the thing is, my birthday's coming up, as I said to Higgins, and I said to Higgs, excuse me for 1 second, I gotta use the restroom. Almost done with page 5, so I can work on page 6. Hopefully it goes faster.
Unknown location on 556. I do have zebra 1 and zebra 3 at the station. There's something that can facilitate.
Yes, I'm going to help bring him a gas.
1802.
Last year I had the same stomach problem from that heat.
1802.
You think it could be heat related?
And 110.
Oh yeah.
123.
Forgot about this.
I'll be around to the station with 1 mail, starting mileage when ready.
123.
90815.0.
1802. Say 110. You know the radio log, Miranda read 2 minutes ago, and subject in custody for assault 3.
Oh, for what? For assaulting?
1822.
Oh my God, for assaulting? Oh. If that's what I heard, damn, that's looking pretty good for a Tuesday, isn't it? I mean, literally. So let's get back to talking about prepping. So, sorry my shirt's up. I just put some more deodorant on to the fact it's fucking hot as hell here. I can't fucking control the heat for some damn reason, Anyways, the list is almost done. So we got 2 on this to go. So let's see how it works, Higgins hasn't emailed yet, so, he's funny. I told him no holding me hostage tonight, because Higgins kept me for 8 hours yesterday, and I was just really exhausted, And so, but the news was pretty cheesy today. I mean, literally, people think they're going to freaking, the thing is you don't need a dictator also, because frankly, the problem with having a dictator is that they might just tell you can't talk bad about any of their family. If you do, you might end up in prison for 50 years. So to me, it's like, what's the point of even living? And they might take all the resources for themselves, leaving no resources for us. And by the way, I saw something that's going to really sink the Republicans too. Higgins and I talk about this from time.
123.
Arrived at the station, ending mileage when ready. 90825.4.
123. I copied 908. The rest was covered.
90815.4.
1805.
Guy in the background. Sounds like he's insane, but he's probably angry, So, as long as Joe's not caught as in any trouble, that's the thing. I just don't want trouble on my channel, But one of the things I saw about the news, it was the news, you guys, was the fact that the was
103. We'll advise 1806.
will advise he broke something. What the fuck is going on in this damn country? Literally, I mean, literally, is this what we're getting? I mean, now are they what these little pantyways throw a fit and then they fucking this is So one of the things I want to talk about is prepping for prepping tools. Is always carry a scanner. You can pay 150. You can pay $50 to $150 or more for scanner. Okay, this page is done, by the way. So. You're gonna be Blackberries. All right, so I'm gonna take a break, have some coffee. We're gonna talk some more about prepping. One of the prepping tools I recommend is battery-powered scanner for your bug out bag. If you're on digital, you better cough up some money because digital ain't cheap. If you're on analog, well, analog is cheaper, but depends on what you are. My island's island. Two counties from me is analog, so to me, I find it to be interesting. So moderator Pee Wee said thank you, and the only problem I got with moderator Pee Wee is none. I'm kind of worried about Pee Wee's the outcome of the government, because I can't talk about Pee Wee's situation, but Uncle Sam's going to be basically squeezing both her and her husband's teats and anything else they can to milk them dry. So I'm kind of worried about that completely, with Uncle Sam. No one knows what's going to happen. Greedy bastards. And then they might be paying for the homeless anyway. So let's just go and check on a couple things. That's why I'm taking a break anyways. And I'm also checking my forum, nothing. And then I'm checking my other news, and then I'm checking my I don't remember what I'm checking. Yeah, okay. So I need to check eBay real quick, So I will check eBay. I keep 6 tabs open. Remember what I said about the government watching you and everything you do? You just got to be careful, Items you are watching. All right, so we had 27. We're down to 24. So something sold? Nope. So I'm looking at this. That's what I was here for. A lot of scalpers are scalping scanners right now. There was a deal recently. Every son of a bitch scalped as many as possible, and it just, as people say to me, well, what is the cheapest scanner you can get? Well, if you're in an analog area and you want to pick up as the hobby, you can get a communications and get the Bearcat 75 XLT between $50 and $70. You want a new one, you can pay $104 if you know how to program it, to $130 depending on if you want them at company to program it.
I'll be clear here with the information report.
Informational report. I just love how they get, most of them are informational reports. When you do get arrested, Chloe turned around today and she was like, "You heard about the neighbor?" And I was like, "No." When the neighbor had a clipboard and they were coming out of the place. Well, it's none of our business what happened to the neighbor. I mean, literally, did the neighbor fucking have any problems? No. The neighbor's got any more problems? No. I mean, literally.
I do know you're at Roach. I've got 0103 and 103 here in the booking room. Can I get you to head around me? Yeah, I'll head that way. Do I need to expedite or just come in? It appears to be escalating. Can I get you to expedite? All right, expediting.
Ooh, something's escalating. See, this is interesting news. We just tuned in at the right time. So some insane person, You see? Doesn't it pay once in a while just to listen to what's going on? I just love it, But then again, you guys aren't commenting anymore anyway, so. Come on. Give me some comments, people. I mean, I could have this list done before you guys comment again. I already finished the next project. You know.
You can go standard response. Seems to have stalled out.
Stalled out. Seems to stall out.
108, did you copy last? 108, 10-1.
Just love this, you know. This is great, you know. At least they don't give names, you know. He's driving his car, dude. You really think he's gonna stop for you? Or blah blah blah.
In the blind, you can stand down. 108, copy, stand it down. 1813.
As soon as I tell him to stand down, he's like, okay. I mean, literally, someone got arrested. What'd they do? Assault someone? I mean, come on, dude. You know, I should have had this running a long time ago, you know. All right. This is fun, you know. So, but I'll have this list done, this page done, thanks to you guys not commenting, you know. And that's what I think, you know. But still, you know, we got to talk about prepping prices soon. Zoe, of course, moderator Zoe's not in today. She went to hang out with a friend. Otherwise, she'd be listening to the news too. Apparently, Zoe said, quote unquote, like the other day that, you know, I always make jokes about posting my birthday list for you guys, you know, because they're like, you know, she likes how I provide the info to you, you know. I mean, literally, you know, which goes back to something I forgot to mention in this whole dictator and all these things with the Republican Party. They're like, we need to embrace fossil fuels. Yeah, but we're gonna run out between 2067 and fucking 2032 if we keep fucking filling everyone's house up and propane tanks up. There's not gonna be any fucking gas left at all. And then what are you guys gonna do, huh? I mean, what are you guys going to do when you're out of gas, huh? I mean, literally, that's the thing. They're trying to push the Green Deal because everyone wants fucking the oil for themselves, the militaries. Because they've not found a way to power 100,000, 100, I'm joking here, okay? So, on the joke part, but they don't have 100,000 horsepower electric motor for a freaking tank yet. So they need the oils for their freaking weapons and stuff. I mean, think of it this way. You guys sit there and say, oh, well, you know, think of what happens when the aircraft carriers can't launch their planes or helicopters because there's no gas. I mean, literally, we're building all these things. What are they going to go? Nuclear-powered planes? I mean, no one truly knows what's going to happen for nuclear power. I mean, people say, oh, well, you know, we're going to look into it and get back to you and we can get back. If that's what you want. I, for one, think it's dangerous. It's not like the F-117A Nighthawk. You can sit there and say, oh, well, what about that? Has anyone ever seen the F-117 Nighthawk game in Jungle Strike, where it's sitting on the runway and you go in and you clear it out. I'm a gamer too, as well as minister. Clear it out. You got a plane that drops unlimited bombs and missiles, doesn't run out of gas, and it runs on nuclear. My brother Michael loved that plane like crazy, you know. I mean, he literally loved it because it was unlimited fuel, but still, you know. Thing is, you got to look at the big picture. If you're going to prep, you prep. Hello, Gabby. Saw you there. You got to prep the way you got to prep. A lot of people think I'm idiots with all these lists. But you know what? My list, my rules. So every list I get done, I can work on it again tomorrow, too. You know. Oh, good. The temperature dropped finally to the correct temperature. How are you doing, Gabby? So basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is when it comes to when it comes to the when it comes to you know, what's going on. We don't need a dictator. I mean, Gabby, what do you think? You know, since you're here, you're moderator too. What do you think of Joe's comments? If we get a good dictator, we're good. I mean, would you give up? Let me ask you this. Do you remember Benjamin Franklin when he says, someone who gives up a little freedom for a little liberty, or a little liberty for a little security, deserves nothing? So my opinion is what do you think? Do you think you want a dictator? Or do you think, you know, everyone, it's to each their own? I mean, frankly, I believe in democracy. And yet, at the same time, people are saying, oh, well, we get a good dictator. Really? I'm not seeing a good dictator yet, in my damn opinion. That's why I asked, you know. But then again, you know, him or he or she, you know. There we go. So, you know, I'm taking my time so I can flip between that, you know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're a democracy. That's the thing. These fucking people come in and say, oh, well, we need a dictator. I mean, look, I saw a report today. Did you see the report? Donald Trump speeches and says he wants to be like, we need to be like China, kill all the drug dealers, kill all the drug pushers, kill all the drug addicts. But didn't answer what happens to the rapists, kill them too. I mean, literally, the thing is we're basically looking at a full dictatorship, and it scares me. I keep telling people to prep, you know. They're complaining right now about the heat, and you know, no offense to you, Gabby, but you know, when it's freaking 40 degrees humid, yeah, we have a right to complain about the humidity being miserable. I mean, literally, that's the only thing we're complaining about. Last night, I ate some celery, right? I was trying to go light last night because I didn't know what I want for dinner. People say, oh, well, you're picky on your food. That's true. So what happened? You're probably sitting there going, oh, what happened, Rita? Sat on the shitter 2/3 of the night with runs. I guess my irritable bowel syndrome doesn't like cereal anymore. I wonder why. I love mac and cheese and Salisbury steak. I can handle that. But when it comes to grains, and then the fact I ate a few celeries, it could have been that the celery leaf that I ate too by mistake. You know. A lot of people say, oh, well, Rita, what do you do about it? I don't know. All I know is on the shitter with Bendo Baver, basically in severe pain until I finally woke up, you know, and this morning I woke up and, you know, and Tater Tot was taking a shower and then decided when I woke up, I said, this is funny, by the way. They usually get it done every morning. Not that it matters to anyone, but I said, I woke up and they said, Oh, stay in bed. I was like, why? Oh, well, the reason I asked for it is because I'm walking moppy. I'm like, whatever. I said, I need coffee. Well, when I get back, I'll make coffee. Well, all of a sudden, this morning I decided to have my morning coffee. And as I was having my morning coffee this morning, I did it myself. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to frickin', you know, you know. So, what the fuck is wrong with this damn fucking thing? What, the backspace doesn't want to work now? What, it's too fucking hot? There. I just want to get this list done as fast as possible. So basically, we got to talk about prepping too again, but, he basically said he wanted to kill this and that, and I was reading it and it was like play by play dictators about China's great. They kill their people. China is not great. I mean, literally, China's under lockdown and they're basically, China is great. Russia is great. Then China is Russia great. Why don't you go over there and be a citizen of theirs? That's what I say, if he wants to spew that crap. The thing is it's not great to murder someone. I mean, literally, I don't know what your opinion is, Gabby, but they didn't expect what happened with Roe versus Wade. Now women are going in droves. Droves. A lot of people say, well, what's going to happen? Well, God's right. As he's telling me, there's going to be a fucking blue wave so bad that it ain't going to be fucking funny. Fucking Republicans are going to be fucking crying. I mean, look at it. The Republicans aren't even basically shooting their base right now. What's going to happen? I mean, it's like the Republicans literally freaking are giving up, I mean, have you noticed that? I've been looking over like 4 or 5 different news channels and it's like no one's talking. It's like my police scanner, by the way, Gabby. No one's talking. By the way, there was a guy who was arrested today with her girl. He was on the scanner, Yeah, I thought it was funny, so I thought I'd share that with you. All right, so this page is going pretty damn fast this time around. So, all right, so we're getting down the list here. It's pretty good. Yep. So basically, I wanted to share that with you guys. That it was just as I said, but still, people say, well, what's going to happen for the after 2024? Don't know. God didn't give me that part. If God didn't give me that far, then God didn't give me that far. Why do I need to freaking sit there and am I supposed to sit there and say, dear God, give me your info for 2024? No. He wants us in 2022. I got another email. Where'd it come from this time? So that leaves me with those ones next to do. Yeah, well, then does your cereal give you trouble, Gabby? Because I had cereal last night with milk. Usually I put milk in my coffee, it's no problem. And they say IBS is bad with coffee. Then, earlier in the day I ate these. Yes, I know. Gabby knows I'm like a little kid. Yeah. Yeah. So I got these. Then, a little later, I snacked on some 2 things of Lunchables. Those weren't bad. Then I snacked on later that night some cereal, which reminds me, I need to check this to make sure my freaking pot's completely clean and the blackness is out because I wanted ramen for dinner and I didn't get it last night. Actually, I didn't know what I wanted for dinner if you want to get technical. I mean, literally, my pot is this one here. All right, so it looks like it's clean as it's gonna get. Yeah, we'll rub this a bit. Alright, So anyways, like I said, everyone, I finally got my pot clean so I can actually use it for tonight's supper. So I wanted something light tonight, like ramen, due to the fact that it's just too fucking hot. I mean, literally, do I really want to break out the Salisbury steak dinners in this fucking heat? Just slap in some ramen in a pot and eat it. But then again, eggs, yeah, I don't eat eggs that much. That's the problem with me. I don't touch eggs that often, Sister Gabby. I just don't know why, I don't touch eggs. One morning I was up and about, and anyways, I was up and about one morning, it's a couple months ago, and I was watching, doing my YouTube vid, and I was hungry. Someone said to me, "What are you making?" I said, "Eggs." No problem. But then again, I don't eat eggs that often. It made me like scrambled eggs, and I was happy as hell. People said, "Oh well, what about your your future?" And I was like, "Eggs." But I don't eat eggs that often. That thing, the doctor sits there and tells me, "Oh, you need to be on a diet because of your problems, right?" Always tell me the fucking diet card, Gabby. And it's like two Hungry Man TV dinners for one night's dinner is all I eat. Whoa, that's too much. The salt content, like Higgins says. Then I'm like, well, I eat ramen. Well, that's too salty for you. You need to think about the future. And then I turn around. And I say, well, and then my father-in-law, he's like, oh, you need to eat ramen twice a week. There's no nutrition in it. Well, then I said, well, just to make mac and cheese, and like Tara Day jokes about mac and cheese. They go, well, that's not nutritious either. Well, my mac and cheese ain't fucking nutrition. My fucking soups aren't nutrition. What the fuck do you want me to eat? Is what I told him. Well, and then he was going on and on and on about his fucking how much money he has, and his niece doesn't realize he's got all that money, and he's like, well, I'm giving my best friend 20% at least, and he's gonna try to give it to you, and then she gets 80%. And I was like, you know what, I don't want anything from you, man. That's what I told him, because I don't want to fucking deal with some freaking dillwad telling me that I can only have fucking ramen twice a fucking month or a week. I mean, literally, we're in a pandemic, not like him spending $6 for a pot pie, which reminds me, the reason I didn't choose the pot pie, Gabby, was the pot pie, the oven's at 400. Well, think of it this way, Sister Gabby. Do you think I want to have the oven on for 1 hour cooking 2 pot pies at 400 degrees in this fucking humid heat? I mean, basically, we'd be literally miserable. I'm surprised that Moppy couldn't figure out that get in here would be colder for him. So I got 2 pot pies, right? 7 corn dogs, 4 Hungry Mans, a box of shrimp, and and 2 mega meals right here. These Salisbury mega meals. I can eat these, but you think I want to eat these in the fucking hot, humid heat? I mean, literally, just scarfing them down would probably put me to sleep. But then the problem is, and here's the Hungry Mans, by the way. Right? So 2 of these is my dinner, right? So people say, well, why don't you eat those, right? The thing is it's too bloody hot. But then again, what happens when you eat ramen? Well, if it's spicy ramen, you feel the heat and you sweat more. And if it's mild spicy ramen, again, you sweat more because of the heat. So any way you look at it, you're screwed any way you look at it. So what's the point, right? So people say, oh, well, what do you do about it? You don't do anything about it. So they sit there and they say, well, what do you do about it? And I say nothing. There. Oh, I don't even pay attention anymore. People say, "Oh well, what's the future gonna hold?" I don't know, and I don't care. Thing is, what I care about is eating. But last night, was kind of a bum because Chloe went to the store to get what was it, hot dogs. And people say, "Oh, well, what happened with the hot dogs?" Well, she came back with no hot dogs and no Salisbury steaks, and like 4 cans of dip, not roll, 4 cans of dip. Saying we gotta wait till frickin', payday. Well, that's fine by me because I only do my dip mostly when I'm playing my games now. All right. All right. So getting this list done too. Getting to the bottom again, peeps. We're not doing too bad. If I do 2 pages a day, how many pages would be left? There'd be 3 pages, maybe all right. The larger ones will go last. That's what I'm gonna say. I think I'll do it that way. It'll be easy to speed it up, Used to do spreadsheets all the time, so but damn, it's fucking hot here. Chloe's, Chloe turned around, right? She's like, this was Chloe, right? Chloe said, I'm surprised at July 26th that we don't have any blackberries. When we first moved in there's plenty of blackberries around, but now, nothing. So, anyways, how's Tara J doing, by the way, Gabby? By the way, just so you know, we're running out of dish soap, so I would do it, but you always ask how Bun's doing. He's right here. See, Bun's right there. Actually, I can wash my hands in the bathroom sink. Here you go. So Gabby's always asking about this little stinker. So here you go, Gabby. Stinker's here. Hey, Abs, how are you doing today, huh? You still eating your salad? Oh no, you ate up your salad, didn't you? No, you got some salad left still in your bowl. Good deal. You got salad in your bowl. See, Gabby, what do you think, huh? You think you could eat something like this, Gabby, or do you think he's just too cute? Hi. We're not going to eat you as a meal. Bunnies are not food. In my opinion, bunnies are adorable. You see, I would never eat my pet. Look at that. You got 3 pellets hanging on your butt. And you just tossed one on my chair. Figures. Damn little rooted bark, a little pump. Okay. Anyways, Gabby's probably curious, so let me get the other one out real quick here. I'm gonna look at your legs, and I'm looking at your eyes. Did Mama put would we want me to put some more cream and stuff? Here you go, Gabby, just to show you. You remember him, don't you? This is my dog, Scooter. How you doing, baby, huh? See? No one's commenting again. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? Oh, yeah. You got to cherish what you have, people. Hey, what's up, little Scooter? Gabby's probably sitting there. Scooter? Yeah. You want a treat, huh? Let me look at your eyes. I'll get you a treat. Let me look at your eyes. Okay, we're going to get you cleaned up. Yeah, Grandpa said you might have an ingrowing hair. But we'll get you cleaned up once we give you more meds. Okay, so Dinner tonight, I'm going to make ramen, I think. Oh, actually, I might take a poll tonight, okay? Let me show you what I'm thinking of eating, okay? I'll do it several times. There you go. So, one of the things I can eat for dinner is this. Look at this, which I got to open just to see what we got here. I can eat this. White shells and white cheddar macaroni. That could be one of my dinners. I haven't tried that yet. I want to see how it's cooked. So, cook water, pasta, colander, milk, butter, cheese, and that's it. So, cheese and milk, maybe a little butter. So, I could do this. What was good till 2024. See, eggs, I can even buy stuff that's good, so it's organic. Yeah, is this made with wheat? I'm curious. Organic wheat. Maybe that'll be good on my stomach. Then, or I can eat this. Man. Or I can eat something like this. See? Kind of, I'm sampling things with my prepping, what I know I like. Or I can eat this. So, let's see. Anyone got any suggestions for my dinner tonight? Because I am picky when it comes. Or I can eat the last two items on my list I can eat is there. So ramen. I guess there's no comments right now, so we can continue. I need to go check on my forum in a minute anyways. Okay. Did we already get this one done? Because if it does, I gotta check the box. Yep. All done. All right. We're gonna get down to the bottom of this one too. That'd be great. Okay. Nope. There you go. Yeah, Chloe's like, I want ramen tonight. Well, sounds good to me because it's just fucking hot, but still. The way she cooks ramen I do is different. When I use the fucking broth, she fucking cooks it, drains the liquid, and then fries in a frying pan. And then basically makes dishes, piles up the dishes, and be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. That's one thing I really fucking hate the most, you know. I hate fucking sitting there and seeing the dishes piling up, you know. Here we go. Don't make me put headphones on it. You guys aren't commenting. So, anyways, like I said, Zoe's out tonight. The sweet, beautiful Zoe. She asked me for my address the other day. She said she wants to send me a present. So I was like, okay. I don't know what the hell happened, Chloe's all like, she's all talking about the neighbors might have CPS on the door, and I was just talking about how CPS is lazy the other day on their website on Twitter. I said, oh, they're useless, right? Well, she's like, oh, I think it's CPS. I don't know it's CPS. I mean, if it wasn't the manager, then fucking keep your nose clean. I mean, you really want to fucking sit there and be like, oh, yeah, look at that. They're CPS. Well, that's good to know for you. I don't know it's CPS. I don't care if it's CPS. Thing is, I don't leave my house. What are I doing? Investigating, it could have been APS. Well, look, here's the deal, okay? If it was fucking APS, right? And they're standing around going, oh, it could be APS, right? Let me put it this. If it was fucking APS, do you think fucking APS would fucking be next door to the neighbor? What are they doing? Spying? Oh, we got to go through the neighbor. What are they doing? That they would do something else, I mean, literally, to me, I think it's fucking stupid. I mean, literally, it's none of our fucking business, And she's all, oh, well.
San Juan Parks 552 is out of service.
Parks 55, okay.
552 out of service, 1843.
Yeah, so basically, when they say that, it's the national park or the state park service works with us on the island. We have a state park here, Moran. Moran's basically got freaking the sheriff working with them. It's kind of interesting in a way, but still, it's not really interesting, To me, I'm like, wow, All right, so how far are we down now? We're down the list here to the bottom almost. Which means if I do this correct tomorrow, I can get 2 pages done tomorrow. This is going to be perfect tomorrow, dude. So anyways, let's continue down the list, So anyways, like I said, I wanted to share that with you, that they're all people are talking about that dictators and stuff. The thing is we're in a trying time, and the Republicans sit there and they're like, we gotta blame the Democrats because they're giving freebies. Well, who's the fucking part that did join across the bill? You want to sit there and blame the Democrats, right? You want to blame the Democrats. Shit. Damn it, I didn't want this. I didn't want this on my watch list. I knew exactly what I was doing. Fucking son of a bitch. All right. So basically, you go and you hear these people say, well, we're going to blame the Democrats for giving them free handouts. Really? Before you sit there and you're a Republican going, oh, it's the fucking Democrats' fault. Why don't you look at the fucking part where your party members of your own party fucking voted for the fucking handouts? And then I'll ask you again, whose fucking fault is it? Yours? Gabby's? Gabby, are you Republican or Democrat? Did you vote for the handout bill? See, I'm just throwing it out here as a joke for Gabby. I know what Gabby's political is, but the thing is, Gabby understands my point. My point is you guys sit there and want to blame fucking the Democrats for everything, and you fucking Democrats are not the fucking blame. When will the fucking son of a bitch Peckerwoods turn around and say, I'm sorry, we can't blame each other because we passed the fucking bill too. Oh, wait, we can't say anything because they just want to sit there, Here's how I see things playing out. I see the fucking government falling down the shitter. Hey, what's up? Where'd you go?
Looking for berries and they didn't find anything.
I didn't find jack shit on the berries. One of these days, I should get one of those secure channel walkie-talkies for Chloe. And she can be out about looking at berries with a 10, with a 30-mile radius. Be like, breaker, breaker, don't find any blackberries. Instead, she waddles in and is like, berries. Should give her. I should look into I should have Higgins look me up a walkie-talkie set. What do you think, Higgs? Oh wait, you're not here today, are you? Higgins. Higgins is probably sitting at home watching those movies I told him to go watch about religion. I literally wanted Higbobs to watch those so he can understand what's going on in the world, But I was gonna send Pee Wee out to watch something too, but Pee Wee's not gonna be around for a while again due to the fact that she said that her husband's cousin or her husband's aunt passed away, so Well, at least my pot's clean, so I can eat it any time I want. But the thing is, it's too fucking hot.
Still.
I
still got to clean my pot.
My problem is, everyone, is it's just too fucking hot, I tell you.
It's way too effing hot.
Yeah.
It's hotter than a whore.
She's hotter than a $2 pistol. She's the fastest thing around.
I used to have a roommate that used the term hotter than a whore.
Oh, great.
But
she might be watching, so you might want to curve that because she might just come out.
Talking about wannabe goth. Talk about another roommate I had back in Wheeling.
So they were male and they were hotter than a whore. So you basically was with a roommate, that was always women?
Yeah, back then, yeah. Yeah, so what it was is that she was in an interracial relationship. And she did time in prison for drugs in the past, so yeah. Yeah, and she worked at Cheddar's in Wheeling. But yeah. They used to have me drive them around places because they didn't have a car and I did at the time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about wannabe Nordic goth. I wasn't talking about Raoul Tard's best friend. I was talking about someone else. Someone that I've never brought up. This is like 10 years ago, too. It's 10 years ago. But her and her boyfriend always fought, even like in the car and home. She threw something out the window trying to hit him with it.
Oh, yeah, you missed something interesting.
What is that?
So some guy was basically sitting there, and this lady was trying to redispatch the mileage, and the guy, they said they were breaking up due to the fact the guy in the back. So then apparently they were calling in extra officers to contain this thug hoodlum guy, and then everything else. It's like they were detaining him and whatever else. I don't know if he was arrested, but it was like literally it was funny, what was going on.
I think in situations like the heat wave here, it's better to sleep during the daytime than be up at night.
Yeah, well, I am always up at that time, but I did get to sleep. It was really cool. Oh, great. You see this? Literally, it's basically 79 degrees at 7 o'clock. Literally, how the fuck is it going to drop? Literally. Let me look. Are we under now the heat wave? There we go. Let me look. This is fucking 2021, you dumbass bastards. I want the fucking weather service. Look, I don't give two shits for fucking Walla Walla, you Peckerwoods. Look, I want fucking weather.gov, but I want fucking right over here, you Peckerwoods. Yeah, you see, there we go. Now, you know what? All right, let's see if we got this. Here we go. Is this it? So currently it's saying it's 82 degrees right now. What the fuck's the weather like? So we're supposed to be fucking hold on everyone. I'm gonna fucking turn the heater up. Hey Mac, what's up, bro? Our sister? It's time for me to crank on the extra heato. Actually not heat, I'm insane if I say heato. There we go. Angle that bad boy right to my chair, dude. I gotta go turn it up to high level. Who knows? I usually don't. I got that fan on medium for me. Yeah, you do know it's 82 right now by the National Weather Service. It's like temperatures keep going up. I've got a feeling, the global thing. You know what's funny? Dad always talks about it before I get my cup of coffee. This heat, you want iced coffee. And I'm surprised we don't break out the ice and make some iced coffee. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, well, Grandma used to make sun tea. Hey, what's up, Macabre? Sorry, brother. I'm basically trying to finish this work, but it's fucking miserable here, dude. Oh, the movies. All right, so the movie one. They're on Tubi, I think. I can give you more, but those are the four I recommend currently. Oh, yeah, and some of them are rentals and some of them aren't, but those four are free. Is there any warnings up here? It's 82 currently. Alexa, Big Sky.
Currently, it's 76 degrees with clear skies. You can expect clear skies throughout the day. Today's high was 80 degrees and your low will be 60. Tomorrow, you can expect partly cloudy skies starting later in the morning, continuing until night, with a high of 72.
Alexa, what is the humidity?
Right now, the relative humidity is 55% with a dew point of 59 degrees.
Yeah, well, the Weather Channel says it's fucking hotter than that. Go figure. So, what do I got left? Oh, yes. So, we're going to be going over pricing momentarily, everyone. Damn, I could clear this page mostly except for the big line. Said I was going to do the big ones tomorrow, so. Yeah, or I can continue for a bit, but you guys got to know I don't want to be here all night. So that's just a little heads up. If you guys want to tell me, Ackerbury, good to see you, by the way. You have any questions besides movies? I should email Hig Bobs and see what he's up to. Probably poaching another movie. I just enjoy my my police scanner, Oh, someone emailed me again. Nope. Reply batch. All right, so I don't have anything there. Nothing there. Anyways, let's go over and get the pricing done. Big deal. You know what? You're trying to sell me on something bigger. I don't care. When they're like, you need to upgrade for $40 a month for this program so we can protect your computer more. Hackers know what you're doing. Well, that's fine. If they want to fucking look at me watching Amazon, big damn deal. I'm looking at pricing. I'm not doing anything else. Pricing. Okay, so. So most everything I'm looking for is either priced higher or priced lower. That's pretty cheap. That went down $30. That went up another $30. Scalpers. Cream mania and shiitake mushroom soup was not that tasty. All right, so let's just go over here since we got no one commenting. Sure it wasn't Jessica's clothes or clothes or something? Let me see if I can mess with Trish about what's going on. Lacey had some. Oh, Lacey might be friends with her. Lacey's supposed to be. See what Trish had. Excuse me for a minute, peeps. I gotta go send an email or message out to someone. Won't take too long. Hold on. All right, so I just emailed my friend. Apparently, there's a lot of conflicting information going on. So,
10-1, 201.
201.
201.
You can show me clear with the report.
2203.
So, anyways, like I said, prepping, we got to keep prepping because you don't know what's going to happen. So, my best bet for you guys is to keep prepping.
You can actually close the call off the board. 202 is no longer on it. He's out the substation.
201, appreciate it. 205.
I just love these things going down the pipe. Ugh, it's a problem. Sweating like a pig. Feel like I'm sweating like bacon. All right, so it looks like. So basically, you guys got to keep prepping. Make a checklist. Always go through your checklist. Shit's going to hit the fan soon enough. You got to be prepared, and prepared you need. If you don't prepare, then you're freaking screwed. And then what happens when you're screwed? You hurt. And I don't want to see anyone hurt or left behind because they are stupid. That's why I've been telling you. Also, invest in a crank radio in case you need to. And that's something that. Macabre, I did see another movie that would be interesting, but I don't know if you want any more yet. I could always recommend something. Just let me know. My stomach seems to be semi-stable. Hopefully I can get it under control. Because of it. So you want to prep. You want to basically make sure you have everything you need. Someone asked us, what do we do about power? Well, if you're living out in the boondocks, get a generator. That'll help you. But you want one that's got clean scion power to run your computers. But just remember, if there is a pandemic or a global proportion, your computers ain't going to work. So do you want to really lug your computer with you wherever you go? And the secret is to basically turn around and the secret to it is to turn around and not lug anything. And I do want to say I will be putting together a website soon, a prepping website. Only if you guys want me to. I don't want to do something that you guys don't want. A prepping website will tell you what equipment to get. I'll even post links and etc. You know, because I think it'd be best if we did this. Website so you guys can go to it and see what's going on. So yeah, you want to prep. You want to prep pretty good. Oh, is it her? Did she finally message me? Nope. Nah. Nope. Some guy wanted to pester me on something because I'm a lot active right now on Instagram Messenger. They were messaging me on something stupid, But anyways, I wanted to set up a website for you all. Hmm. All right. So what I want to do is I want to use the restroom. So I'll be right back. right, peeps. I'm back. So, Chloe wants me to get moving, so see what we need left. All right. Alexa. Oh. Alexa, set an appointment in my calendar.
Sure, Al. What day and time?
Thursday, 1 p.m. to
For what
5
time?
1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
And what's the name of the event?
Work on RPG review list.
Okay, I've added that.
All right, so well, since you guys aren't commenting and there's not much news today, I've done some work. So I got 2 pages and whatever else. So I'm not going to be tying up YouTube today for 8 hours. I could clear it all today, but I'm going to wait till Thursday, I guess, or tomorrow, depending on, So currently it's 80 degrees here. So, I gave you guys a chance to comment. No, I'm about to ship on out, and I will be back tomorrow, I guess, when I'm around. I don't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, but give or take, we'll figure it out, So, anyways, so, all right. So, anywho, all right. So, anyways, you got your movie selections, Macabre. I'm off for the night. For the rest of you out there, have a great evening. Please add and subscribe. Nothing. All right, here we go. So please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe button so it's funny for your family, to your dogs, cats, or bunnies, service dogs. Your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you wish. Just keep on prepping and keep the comments nice as all we ask. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.